Sup fans, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another quick video review. So a spoiler-free review of A Quiet Place Part 2. Coming up right now. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Alright guys, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Boom! Now if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And also hit that bell for notifications because it helps the channel a lot. Fans, oh my goodness. A Quiet Place Part 2. It is directed by John Krasinski and it stars once again John Krasinski, Emily Blunt, Cillian Murphy, Noah Jupe, and Millicent Simmons, just to name a few. Now, Quiet Place Part 2 takes place right after the events of the first movie, where pretty much they learn how to defeat the little alien sort of things, the monsters, creatures. So they try to seek what's on the other side of where they, where they used to live, like on the across from what they used to live from, because in the first movie it shows a lot of bonfires, just so showing that there's humans that are still alive around there. So they come across an old friend right there, and also there's so they hear this song over the radio. I think it's a famous song. I forgot what song it was called, and then it's basically it's telling them there's an island over the sea, something like that. And so, well, their deaf daughter, she tries to venture off because she knows what's up, and then she just ventures off to find this island, while the mother and son, well, they stay behind, and their friend just tags along. So that's my terrible plot analysis of Quiet Place Part 2. Let's get on to the review. Like I said, spoiler free, so let's just get on to basically what, if I have any negative things to say about it, is that it wasn't as terrifying as the first movie, but it's just as intense as the first. But still, it's, again, not as terrifying as the first movie, but then again, it's, then again, it's come to expect it, because I expected a lot of the scares there. But there are some unexpected scares that I'll get to in a minute. Now let's get on to the positives. I really, of course, Emily Blunt, John Krasinski, and everybody else, of course, do a great performance. Especially there's a lot of tension. I love how the acting is when, of course, giving each other sign language just in the first movie. And also they have a baby now, which creates more tension with the creatures and the character survival, and everybody does a great performance on trying to survive. Especially Millicent Simmons, she, in my opinion, is the best part of this movie, and holy shit, man. And, I got a little teary-eyed or wwhatever, but then again, also, this movie, in my opinion, is not as sad as the first movie. Yeah, I cried in the first movie, but still, I cried watching the first movie, But yeah, Millicent, I think I just butchered the name just now, but still, the deaf actress, she does a phenomenal job, and she's basically, in my opinion, the heart of the film. Speaking of characters, Emily Blunt and everybody else is, and even John Krasinski, everybody's, just as good as they were in the first movie. And Cillian, I think that's his name, the actor, I think I mostly know him as Scarecrow from the Batman Begins and, well, the Dark Knight trilogy. I like that his character is, of course, a tragic character, a dad who, if I'm gonna give anything away, obviously he lost everything. He's a loner, and he's, basically a pessimistic person in the world. And, well, the deaf daughter, she basically, tries to spark something in him to actually give him a purpose in life. The scares, again, it's not as terrifying as the first one, but there are some, decent scares here, especially around the first act, where basically, of course, they use the deaf audio. And you see some of the creatures, again, without spoiling the way, you see some of the creatures move in the background with no audio, and it's just very intense and terrifying. So, yeah, like I said, not as scary as the first movie, but it's still pretty intense, just as the first movie. Cinematography is so gorgeous. I just love that John Krasinski has a lot of freedom to do here, because he said that he played it safe here in the first movie, and he has more freedom to do whatever he wants. And his director's eye just shows gorgeous cinematography, and the special effects, and I think there's a bit of practical in there, it's just phenomenal. He just has more freedom, especially around the camera, and oh, it's just awesome. And also the score is just good. Yeah, that is one of the things that I love about this movie, is that John Krasinski shows off his true style of filmmaking, because in the first movie I still felt his style too, but again, I still felt like, yeah, he's a bit more restrained there. But you know what, yeah, play it safe. It's one of his first few films he's ever done. I believe either is his directorial debut, or I think it was another film, I'm not sure, but for the first movie he did play it safe, and you know what, it is expected. And here he doesn't really play it safe. He goes full force with anything, and man, oh man, it shows. And I'm excited for part 3, or whenever it happens. Yeah, and the atmosphere is so cool. Again, it's one of those, of course, a lot of quiet movies, just like, of course, the first movie, and it just gives you enough and a lot of time to just soak into the atmosphere. And in my opinion, I got immersed and sucked into it. I don't know about you guys, but I got really immersed and sucked into the world there, in a apocalyptic or post-apocalyptic world. So yeah, not much I can say without spoiling anything. So if I were to give the film right now, I'll give it a 4 out of 5 stars. In my opinion, it's not as good as the first, but I still really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. So that's my quick and spoiler-free review of A Quiet Place Part 2. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys so much for watching my video. So let me know down in the comment section down below. Have you guys seen A Quiet Place Part 2? Please let me know down in the comment section down below. I'd like to hear you guys your opinion on it. So that's all before my production signing off, and hope you guys enjoyed the show.